remember them, man. Oh man, I remember buses. I remember the lady at the bus used to take care of us because mom used to like not be able to pick us up, so she would pick us up. The little bus lady, Juani. Remember Juani? We would go. She'd, come pick us up. She'd take us to Austin because she'd be. We were in the fucking bus.
She took you out of Austin.
Yeah, because we were like.
What you mean she took you out of Austin?
Like we would Austin High School. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, she took you all the way to Austin, Texas.
Like we would be like, obviously because we're elementary schoolers. They'd pick us up first because we got out of school earlier than high schoolers. So she would come pick us up, drop everybody, and their mom was off, and then. We would end up at Austin High School. I remember because I would see Cynthia every once in a while, doing her thing. Yo, on Cynthia, y'all know how many kids she got now?
Dude, don't be airing people dirty laundry.
I'm just saying she got a lot of kids. But anyways, so we would see her. And I remember we'd just be like chilling, and she would sell Cheetos.
Write down the number of the time.
Yeah, she would sell Cheetos in the bus.
She sold Cheetos. Yo, shout out to the bus drivers that were out here selling, side hustling in the first hustle.
She was selling Cheetos. She would sell Cokes. She would sell chicles. I remember because I used to go under the bus and steal them. Like, I would remember
you would go under the seat?
I would go under the seat and, like, go up and, like...
Man, you fucking...
And, like... A little hood kid, what you expect? Mama wasn't gonna give me $1 to go buy a freaking Cheeto bag when I was hungry.
Facts. Yo, back in the day, them little...
Mom would never.
Back in the day, I sound old as fuck. $1 bought you 3 of the small bags of Cheetos.
Facts. Now $1, now like $1.50 or $2 gets you like just 2. I was trying to buy some and I was like,
the vending machine at work is $1.20 for one little bag.
That's fucking crazy, bro. I remember we used to get 3.
33 cents. It was added up to 99 cents exactly, so you won't have to pay tax.
Facts. I remember that.
What a time to be alive back then. Yo, we really took the 90s for granted. The 90s and the early 2000s, we really took it for granted. We really took it like it wasn't a big deal.
I'm telling you, it really is dawning on me just how, like, I'm entering my mid-20s.
Yeah.
Because I'm 24 now. So, like, I'm no longer in my early 20s. I feel like that's like 20 to 22, 23. You know what I mean? You're in your early 20s. 24 to like 26, maybe 27. You're in your mid 20s, and then 27 on the 30. You're in your late 20s, and you head on your 30s. You know what I mean? You are on the different wavelengths as like people during those times. I am now in my mid 20s, and I tell you, I kid you not, I went to a concert with somebody who's popping off like more recently, I guess, amongst the younger crowd. And apparently I'm not a younger part of the crowd because I went to House of Blues, Houston, here. Big ass House of Blues, downtown, the big one, the big stage. And I was like chilling in the line, with all these people and stuff. And I was like, cool. And then they come out. They're like, hey, who's got an ID? Who's going to drink so I could put your little wristband on? And I'm like, all right, get my ID out. And they just walk in. And I'm like, what are you going to drink out here? Well, why you ain't going to drink? And then I noticed, I was like, they can't drink. Like, I was like.
You were the oldest one?
Like, no, I mean, I wasn't the oldest one, but I was amongst the older people in the crowd because there's very few people who were like, oh, no. And I was like, because one or two things is happening. When you are young and you can't drink, you don't think about bringing your ID to somewhere because why do you need your ID if you can't drink?
Yeah.
And me, I'm like, I got to be like, okay, I got to remember to bring my ID. I got to bring this with me. Why? Because I'm going to drink and I'm going to go up to the bartender and be like, here, give me my drink. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I just felt so like, it like was very telling to me to be like, damn, like I am legitimately part of like a group of the generation that's now entering into a different stage where I'm just like, these people are legitimately young. Like they are 18, 17-year-olds going to the House of Blues. Like when I would go at that age, I don't even remember going at that age to be honest with you, but it's like, it's so crazy to me to be thinking about how I'm
over there.
I'm over here and this is the group of people.
Do you see younger people now and the things they do and you're like...
It baffles me. It truly... No. Another thing. So they started playing on the DJ. I was like, literally very telling. I'm like sitting up for this. They started playing Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
They played Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
And they played Blink 182.
Dope.
consecutively, right? And I'm all like,
Back to
fuck
back.
it up. We were
Back
like, don't
to
waste
back.
your time on me, right? And I was like, the only person amongst the crowd that was like, fuck it up. And then they stopped. Blink 182. And I was like, damn, what's up? Everybody around me was like, I don't know what you're singing. And I was like, oh my God. And then they literally, like, the next song was like a Joji song. And I don't know him. He's like this up and coming, more like known guy. And yeah, I know one song of his and maybe another one. And deadass, the whole fucking crowd just erupted singing. And I was like, oh my God.
You
like,
just didn't know?
I didn't know the song. So I was just like, damn.
That's how it is for like mumble rap for me sometimes. They'll be playing some mumble rap and I'm like, esa no la sé.
I was like, the fact
Esa
that
no me la sé.
nobody knew Fall Out Boy, the fact that nobody knew Blink, like Panic at the Disco or Blink 182, I was just like, where am I? What universe
But that's
am I
why when
in?
you go to emo night, like a secret group or somewhere,
I bet all of us are vibing.
Shit, everybody's vibing. Everybody's our age, like really trying to be young again.
For real.
Everybody's just like in
Because
there
it's
going
like,
like trying to be young
damn.
again. And then you get the people that are trying to mosh, and you get everybody like, bro, what you doing? We're not going mosh right now, dog. Like my
seen
knees
people-
hurt. Like what you? Bro, if I mosh with you right now, I can't go to work. Like
Work tomorrow's not gonna be the
if
same.
if I go in the mosh pit.
I seen people
If I
mosh
go in
over
the
at
mosh
White.
pit, I gotta go to PT for like
Yeah.
three days. If I go in the mosh pit right now, my hip is gonna,
My hip.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep on my right side. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
That we should do that. What's gonna
G.
happen as a millennial and a fucking
I mean, because it's weird because I'm Gen Z.
Gen Z? Like what's gonna happen like when you can't mosh pit anymore? Like
know.
if I go in the mosh pit right now, tomorrow I can't bend over. I can't. You know
Like,
what I mean?
will not be able to properly sit on the toilet in the morning, bro. Like, it's not gonna work.
Shit, the way that you didn't used to think about health insurance when you were moshing,
Yes.
when you were moshing and you were a kid,
And you were a fucking like
You were-
teenager.
and you were a
yeah.
teenager, the way you didn't think about
when
health
you were
insurance.
at the fucking Warp Tour getting high off secondhand smoke, because obviously you weren't even old enough to do that shit, and all of a sudden there's moshes going on, and you're like, shit, lit. And it's like not the case now. You're
Yo,
like,
remember-
hey, my insurance will not cover this.
yeah,
Like,
people
I'm
be
sorry,
talking about
but-
insurance, like they be thinking about insurance, and I'm like,
Facts.
but shit, I didn't used to think about that. Man, poor mom and dad when I broke my
real.
nose that second time, because I showed up, I broke my nose and I was bleeding everywhere, and I walked in the house and I had a fucking rag on my face, and I was like, hey, I need somebody to help me with this, and she walked up, she's like, ay, Dios mío, and she's all this bullshit, and I'm like, no, that's so cool. I just gotta clean it off so I could go back outside and I could try this shit again. Like again, I'm not thinking about. I'm just trying to go up. I'm trying to go back outside. You know, my fucking meat, like fucking outside time wasn't done. So she starts freaking out. She touches my nose, and I'm like, first of all, you see it bleeding. Why are you touching it? Who told you that was okay? Right? And then she's like, it's broken, it's sideways, and she showed me a picture in the mirror. My fucking face was icy, and I was like, oh shit. She's like, we gotta go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital. I wasn't thinking about no health insurance.
Facts.
Shit, if I roll my ankle getting out of bed, I'm like, bro, what we doing today? Like, I can't work out. Like, what's going on? I would never roll my ankle out of bed. But I'm just saying, like if for some reason, like, see me if for some reason I scrape myself or something, or you know what I mean? And I'm pretty fit. I be doing hella shit all day, hella shit, and I work out every day. But shit, si me pego. Like, you know what I mean? If I hit the door, if I hit the, if my knee hits something, I'm like, fuck, like, shit, I wonder if that's gonna affect my. And I start like moving my shit around.
Gotta
I'm
like figure out the range of motion for the next couple of days. Yeah.
Fuck.
You didn't think about
But
that
you know
when you were
what?
young.
You know how people used to complain about their backs all the time? Oh,
Fact.
my back. Oh,
Yeah.
my back. My duele la espalda. Like, oh, my back. I work on my back a lot for that.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about that shit.
She's like, we're doing
'Cause
preventative measures right now.
Yeah, I hit 30 and I'm like, man, I feel great. And people that used to tell me that, like, oh, you'll feel it when you're 30. I was like, man, I got a bone to pick with these people. I already talked about this on this, right?
Yes.
But like, I feel great as a 30-year-old, but sometimes I be doing shit and I'm like, whoa, be careful.
It's like,
Be careful. Be careful. You know what I mean? Or what was it that one time, Diego? The one time they were like, you want to ride my skateboard? I'm like, dog, if I ride your skateboard right now, dog. Bro, if I ride your skateboard right now, my shit is gonna get all the way fucked up.
He said,
I don't know, bro. I think I'm gonna be like 50 still riding my skateboard.
No, but okay, so here's the thing.
But you're good at it, though.
Here's
Like,
the
you've
thing.
done it
Once
for
you got the
forever.
muscle memory for it, like Tony Hawk can get on a skateboard right now because
Yeah.
they've been doing shit, right? I could kickflip. If I just get on a skateboard, I could probably heel flip or kickflip. No problem. Pero like,
Riding
hecho madre? Like,
Hey, bro, my dumbass with no insurance still be like hooking onto fucking trucks and
that's
getting
what I'm
fucking
saying.
rides. Yeah.
That shit was like, yo, let's lit, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? If I will think about it. That doesn't mean I won't do it. But I'm like,
You'll be
the
like,
moment you give it to me, I'm like, 5 scenarios where I have to get reconstructive surgery.
Fuck. Well,
Tomorrow.
Me, it's not even like that. Me, it's just
Tonight.
like I'm about to get a little high from this because I get high from like dangerous activities.
Oh, you get the adrenaline rush?